My topic is brand advertising and detail explain, and let's go to the topic and let's go to the start. Brand advertising is a form of product promotion that helps establish connections and build strong, long-term relationships with consumers over time. Companies that use brand advertising aim to get long-term positive recognition because they have created a lasting impression in the minds of their customers. These companies establish brand identity, loyalty, and credibility with their prospects emotionally and intellectually. Brand advertising aims to create a product that will hook the audience and lead the current market. It is a way to promote your product outlandishly and recognizably to spotlight your brand. It's a particular value for customers and reveals what sets you apart from others. Correspondingly, products or services that you offer your customers will have a greater value. Brand advertising pursues a long-term goal of building an unceasingly growing base of loyal customers through communicating your brand's values and identity. Therefore, a successful brand advertising strategy can help you stand out from the crowd and take your business to the next level, skyrocket sales, attract new customers, and set your foot ahead of your competitors. A brand is a unique name, term, symbol, design, or any other feature that identifies one seller's product or service as distinct from those of other sellers. It is a set of expectations, memories, stories, and relationships that, taken together, account for a consumer's decision to choose one product or service over another. A brand is a way for a company to differentiate itself from its competitors and build customer loyalty. It represents the company's identity, values, and mission, and is an essential element of its marketing strategy. A strong brand can have several benefits for a company, such as increasing recognition, establishing trust and credibility, commanding higher prices, and securing customer loyalty. Building a brand involves strategic communication and consistent messaging across various channels, including advertising, packaging, social media, and customer interactions. Branding is not just limited to tangible products, it can also apply to services, places, individuals, and even ideas. Personal branding is becoming increasingly important in today's digital age, where individuals can establish themselves as thought leaders in their industry or niche. Overall, branding is an essential component of any successful marketing strategy, and companies must invest time and resources in developing a strong and memorable brand that resonates with their target audience. Brand marketing focuses on marketing a business or product by telling your brand's story and building awareness among prospective customers. A brand is the relationship that links an organization to its customers. It is the customer's perception of a product or service. The work of branding is building awareness among prospective customers, managing reputation and influencing the set of attributes associated with an organization's name. A strong brand is the single most sustainable competitive advantage an organization can own. Marketing encompasses the tactics you use to communicate your brand identity. While your brand identity is who you are, or the set of attributes customers associate with your name, marketing encompasses the methods by which you attract customers. It's important to build your brand before developing a marketing strategy, because your brand affects the types of marketing strategies you will employ. If branding is who you are, and marketing is how you communicate that identity, then what is brand marketing? An effective brand marketing strategy builds awareness among prospective customers and enables them to get to know and trust the brand, which takes time. Potentially, brand marketing even positions your brand as a helpful resource for customers, a feat often accomplished through content marketing. Essentially, brand marketing is a long-term strategy that differentiates your product or service from others and ensures that customers are more likely to think of you when they are in the market for the product or service you offer. Your brand marketing strategy should inform every single ad campaign you deploy. A well-designed brand can differentiate a company from its competitors, creating a unique identity that customers can relate to and trust. Effective branding can also increase the perceived value of a product or service, allowing companies to charge higher prices and generate more revenue. In addition to the financial benefits, a strong brand can also help with employee recruitment and retention. Companies with a positive reputation and strong brand image are more likely to attract top talent, as employees want to work for a company that they can take pride in. Ultimately, building a strong brand requires a long-term commitment and ongoing effort. It requires a deep understanding of the company's values and messaging, as well as a willingness to adapt and evolve with changing trends and customer needs. But the benefits of a strong brand can be significant, with the potential to drive growth, loyalty, and success for years to come. Strong brand marketing builds awareness and makes it more likely that consumers will think of you when they are in the market, searching for the product or service you offer. In other words, you'll enter the considered set earlier. Let's say Panera has strategically invested its brand marketing in the Chicago area via a mix of pay-per-click ad campaigns, social media advertising and email marketing that reflect its wholesome, all-natural fast casual restaurant brand. The next time a Chicagoan is hungry for a quick, healthy lunch, they are more likely to choose Panera because Panera is top of mind thanks to its strategic campaigns. In this way, strong brand marketing drives more efficient customer acquisition. To build your brand marketing strategy, you need to first be. Then, you identify your audience, thereby keeping them engaged through relevant content. Most brands benefit from message segmenting, which involves refining your brand marketing message for specific audience segments while staying true to your core brand. For example, a college would likely direct different visuals and messaging toward prospective college students than to prospective students' parents. The college would perhaps run ads on social media to reach prospective students, whereas email messaging might be more effective to reach parents. The next step is to determine marketing channels, for example, social media, SEO, email, pay-per-click ads. Most brands benefit from a healthy mixture of several channels to best convey messaging and reach prospective customers. Finally, you will set target goals and measure your campaign results using digital monitoring. Brand marketing drives more efficient and cheaper customer acquisition because a strong brand fosters loyal, repeat customers. In this way, brand marketing helps companies fend off competition and generate revenue. Coca-Cola has built on their brand promise of meeting customers where they are to experience joy with numerous successful brand marketing campaigns. One that stands out is the Share a Coke campaign. The campaign involved replacing the original Coke logo with Share a Coke with, followed by an individual's name. Coke wisely chose the 250 most popular names in each country. Customers tend to respond better psychologically when they feel a product was specifically designed for them, so this campaign hugely resonated, and certainly fit their brand promise of meeting people where they are. Even those whose names weren't featured felt special, because their name was deemed too distinct for mass production. On the other hand, if customers identify something in your brand that you don't intend, there could be a disconnect in messaging, or a disconnect between the concept and the customer's idea of the brand. This will make it harder to acquire customers in the future, because it is difficult to change brand perception. When a product enters the market newly, it's like an empty box. To people, it has no meaning. Zero associations. Nobody knows what it's about, what it stands for, or what advantages and values it holds and offers. The product just walks around the marketplace unclothed and lonely without friends or fans. Then branding comes in and defines how to position that product in the minds of the people, so that it could gain that sustainable advantage, that valuable position in the minds of those it is meant for. There was a time Coca-Cola walked unclothed without meaning to anyone, but today the sight of the bottle alone gives off the impression of the real thing that refreshes. The same goes for Nike and other top brands in the market today. Every business, especially those set for the top, must be ready to drive their products to success using the wheels of advertising. For a product to earn meaning, brand advertising has to step in. Brand advertising plants and grows associations, ideas, and impressions about a particular brand in the minds of people. A brand is a feature, name, and deliberately designs standards that set the product apart from other similar ones. Effective brand advertising is fascinating and memorable. It compels the consumer to take a step toward purchasing the product or service being advertised. Brand advertising is a form of product promotion that helps establish connections and build strong, long-term relationships with consumers over time. Companies that use brand advertising aim to get long-term positive recognition because they have created a lasting impression in the minds of their customers. These companies establish brand identity, loyalty, and credibility with their prospects emotionally and intellectually. Brand advertising aims to create a product that will hook the audience and lead the current market. This type of advertising is all about developing brand awareness and recognition, trustworthiness, market reach, product visibility, and the overall reputation of your brand. It is a way to promote your product outlandishly and recognizably to spotlight your brand. It's a particular value for customers and reveals what sets you apart from others. Correspondingly, products or services that you offer your customers will have a greater value. Brand advertising pursues a long-term goal of building an unceasingly growing base of loyal customers through communicating your brand's values and identity. Therefore, a successful brand advertising strategy can help you stand out from the crowd and take your business to the next level, skyrocket sales, attract new customers, and set your foot ahead of your competitors. A well-designed brand can differentiate a company from its competitors, creating a unique identity that customers can relate to and trust. Effective branding can also increase the perceived value of a product or service, allowing companies to charge higher prices and generate more revenue. In addition to the financial benefits, a strong brand can also help with employee recruitment and retention. Companies with a positive reputation and strong brand image are more likely to attract top talent, as employees want to work for a company that they can take pride in. Ultimately, building a strong brand requires a long-term commitment and ongoing effort. It requires a deep understanding of the company's values and messaging, as well as a willingness to adapt and evolve with changing trends and customer needs. But the benefits of a strong brand can be significant, with the potential to drive growth, loyalty, and success for years to come. A poorly designed brand, on the other hand, can have negative consequences for a company. It can lead to confusion among customers, a lack of differentiation from competitors, and a low perceived value of the product or service. This can result in lower sales, difficulty in attracting top talent, and a tarnished reputation. In today's highly competitive market, companies cannot afford to overlook the importance of branding. It is a critical element for business success, helping companies to stand out in a crowded marketplace, increase customer loyalty, and attract top talent. By investing in a well-designed brand and consistently communicating its values and messaging, companies can build a powerful brand that sets them apart and drives growth for years to come. No matter how much you tout the greatness of your product or service, that alone won't guarantee success. In the consumer marketplace, you must also establish a unique, memorable, trustworthy profile by capturing consumers' attention and building a long-lasting relationship with them. The key to accomplishing this is brand advertising. Brand advertising is a form of advertising which helps establish connections and build strong, long-term relationships with consumers over time. Companies that use brand advertising aim to get long-term positive recognition. These companies establish brand identity, credibility, and loyalty with their prospects intellectually and emotionally. Direct response ads, or performance-based ads, are used to drive immediate action from users, while demand advertising is designed to increase overall primary demand for a brand. Direct response ads, which includes most, but not all, forms of digital advertising, allow advertisers to easily track and measure the performance of their campaigns with links, unique phone numbers, app installs, coupon codes, and more. Although they require a lot of analysis and A/B testing, they typically offer more performance insight, higher conversion rates, and better ROI. In addition, advertisers generally only pay for direct response ads when the required action is fulfilled, and not when the ad is viewed. Brand ads: most of the ads on TV, radio, billboards, newspapers, magazines, etc. don't necessarily involve asking users to perform a specific action and, therefore, are harder to track. However, it's not impossible to track brand advertising campaigns. Think about display ads, or retargeting ads. These aren't meant so much for click-throughs and encourage in-the-moment actions. Rather, these are more focused on impressions and reach, putting your brand in front of people so they remember it later. This is the overall goal of brand advertising: getting in front of users' eyes, making a favorable impression, building strong connections, and increasing demand for the brand over time. A well-designed brand can also create a sense of trust and emotional connection with customers, leading to increased brand loyalty and repeat business. A strong brand identity can also help a company expand into new markets and product lines, as customers are more likely to trust and purchase from a company they already know and love. However, creating a successful brand requires more than just a pretty logo and catchy tagline. It requires a deep understanding of the target audience, market trends, and competition, as well as a clear brand strategy and messaging that resonates with customers. Successful brands are also consistently reinforced through all aspects of a company's operations, from the product or service itself to customer service, marketing, and even employee training. In short, branding is an essential component of any successful business. And companies that invest in a well-designed brand can reap a variety of benefits, from increased sales and customer loyalty to a stronger reputation and competitive advantage in the marketplace. Additionally, a strong brand can attract quality employees who want to work for a company with a clear vision and values. It can also command higher prices and larger profit margins for products or services, as customers are willing to pay for the perceived quality and value associated with the brand. It's important to note that branding is not a one-time effort. It requires ongoing maintenance and vigilance to ensure the brand remains relevant and resonates with customers. As markets and consumer preferences evolve, a brand must be willing to adapt and evolve with them. In summary, branding is a crucial component of any successful business strategy. It goes beyond just a logo and tagline, encompassing a deep understanding of the target audience and marketplace, a clear brand strategy and messaging, and consistent reinforcement of the brand throughout all aspects of a company's operations. A well-designed brand can lead to increased sales, customer loyalty, a stronger reputation, and a competitive advantage in the marketplace. Even without easy tracking and measurability, brand advertising campaigns still add tremendous value. With more consumers aware of your brand, the more they trust and stick with you throughout the buyer's journey. This makes them more likely to take action when they see a performance-based ad, and even become a loyal customer in the future. Brand identity. During the exposure stage, it's crucial to deliver a great first impression to establish a strong, positive, consistent brand identity, aka character or personality. The brand identity determines a variety of components: the brand's logo, fonts and colors, web presence, and other visual elements. These elements say a lot about the brand. A serious, corporate brand, such as a legal or finance company, is likely to have a more professional brand identity, portrayed through a plain logo, basic fonts, simple web presence, etc. Citibank, for example. As an AI language model, I don't have any personal views. I can say that branding is crucial for businesses for a variety of reasons. It creates a unique identity that helps differentiate a company from its competitors, establishes emotional connections with customers, aids in building brand loyalty, attracts quality employees, and commands higher prices and profits. Effective branding requires continuous maintenance, vigilance, and adaptation to changing market conditions and consumer preferences. Overall, a strong brand has the potential to provide businesses with a significant competitive advantage and enhance long-term success. Thank you for watching the video and subscribe the channel.